I got you. So you went from not really having a conscience
None.
to being able to say, all right, I know I done found a white teacher that
Yeah.
plays a big part in really showing me love.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I got, similar situation to yours to a certain extent. When I was in the first grade, I have no conscience of white people, Neighborhood is black. My football team is all black. So I'm going from school, all black. And I would think I was going to school in the first grade. I was living. My mom just told me I was on the south side, but I don't remember the school. All black though.
Mm-hmm.
Then from the first grade to the second grade, I want to say I was 7 in the second grade.
Mm-hmm.
Still all black,
Mm-hmm.
right? No conscious.
Mm-hmm.
And then it all changed because the black coach on the team, believe it or not, schemed us from all our money.
This is in Little League football.
Little League football. I'm in the first grade. I won't forget this. We was just having this conversation recently. The head coach of the team on our first year, we had to pay our football fees. He took everybody on the team money, every player money. And he had a gambling problem, took everybody money. So we playing in a rinky-dink everything, And then the next year, so my 8-year-old year, I think I was in the second grade. So yours was the first. So your first conscious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mine was in the second. And I played for Herbert Hoover. If anybody from St. Louis, shout out to Herbert Hoover that know.
Shout out Matthew Dickey.
Herbert Hoover, you know that it's all black kids, really. If you know any better, it's all black kids at Herbert Hoover. So I'm when I go from the first grade to the second grade, believe it or not, again, we get to white coach through this organization, which has so many from the age 7 all the way to, I want to say 13. It's not a white person in the organization.
Yeah.
He comes over and he becomes my coach on my team at 8. So we went from playing 7 and 8 together with all black kids to playing, now I'm 8, playing 7 and 8 as well. But now I got a white coach who's the head coach. So that's the difference between, I got a head coach that came in right away and treated us like family. All got respect. Like I said again at the beginning, shout out Coach Pat, Project Pat. He treated each and every one of us like we was his son.
Yeah.
Took care of us, like really brought us in. So for me, coming in as a second grader, I'm 8 years old. I don't know no difference. White people love us because my head coach, who I'm playing with from almost July, maybe August, all the way to, I think we played turkey bowls. So I want to say December, showing
I'd
love.
say the same thing though. I would say in my life that sport was the thing that, again, people treat you a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Because the sport, because you can go out and perform, because you can go out and do these things. Not only, I ain't just saying from just that person, from
a lot of people.
I mean, because you go out and you do this, they embrace you.
But for me, I kind of got a personal connection along with all of us. I mean, I wasn't just somebody on the team. I was a part of, if you got to name 5 people, you might name me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's like he didn't just teach me football. Like the first person, like we had our last episode, if you've been tuned in, my dad wasn't there. You know, he was absent. Like we said, he was out of town. Yeah. So Coach Pat and, other coaches, shout out Coach Scotty, shout out all the coaches that's been with us that played a big part when I was a kid, stepped in and he taught me how to look a man in his eye.
Yeah.
He taught me that respect thing where it wasn't just football. You you get bad grades, you don't play.
Right.
Other coaches, you can come play. I ain't even gonna ask you how you doing in school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of things that this white coach brought to this black organization. Mind you, we sucked my first year. He came in at my 8-year-old year and instilled a lot of things into
discipline in the team.
A lot of discipline into us as young kids that still stand to me now, that took us from losers to winners in a year.
Yeah.
We went from not winning a game, or I think we might have won one game, to winning our division. And like, I think we won a 3rd place bowl because we lost the game or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Still, he installed some things for me. And I mean, we got it at 8. He coached me from 8 years old. And like you were saying, you took it from the 1st to the 5th.
Yeah.
I went from, the first grade, I think I was in the first grade when I met Coach Pat, to, just him being the white coach in a black organization from 8, 9, 10, and then I went to 11 and we went into the 5th grade. So I went from the 1st to the 5th having a conscience of white people, all I know is love, because all you showing me is love. You my coach, we winning. You showing me that it's not just about football. You discipline us the right way. You really showing love. I got a homeboy right now, a partner to this day, that house burned down, and he looked out. He let him and his family come live with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's deeper than
good
just
person.
That's personal stuff.
Yeah.
He done brung this black family into his white neighborhood in St. Charles. If you watching and anywhere.
Well, we gonna talk about St. Charles in a minute.
You know what I'm saying?
You taking us to this. So
he done took us there, but just getting into that, to the 5th grade, right? So I went to the 5th grade. When I got to the 5th grade, that was my first conscious. Like you said, your conscious was 2nd grade. My first conscious was really the 5th grade, because this white coach, what we did was we was winning so much, they almost kicked us out. They kicked our coach out. This white coach, they kicked him out of the black organization and told him he couldn't play here. And you know what he did? He took all of his guys, and I don't mean just the best players. He took some players that wasn't really the best too, and took us out to the white team, which the white team wasn't winning.
Yeah.
Right. So, long story short, I think my biggest conscious behind this is getting over there and really seeing that, my eyes kind of open, because we come from kind of nothing, and they come from mama, daddy in the household, they come from a little bit of money, and they, you know how I go, different type of life. Right. So being able to see black kids come over, and we took over. So the starting corner wasn't a starting corner no more, because who comes in? I come in now. Now that's my starting corner spot. Yeah. The starting running back ain't the starting running back. The receiver, none of that is no more.
Everybody's changed.
Everybody has changed. And this white coach with the white players might think that they got in, come over, they don't even play.
Yeah.
We playing, right? Yeah. So for me, as we was 11 years old, you can see some envy. Yeah. You can see some of the coaches that had kids on the team show a little,
like the night all right with you coming in here.
And that was my first time.
Been playing.
I'm thinking we good because we with Coach Pat. Yeah. So we thinking, it's going to be love. And it wasn't really all love. We had some bumps and bruises. We tore everybody up in the league.
But I can understand that too. Like when him taking you to a place, inserting y'all into a place where you're not going as a team, where you just start another team and you play.
We took over the team.
You went to a team that was already assembled, where kids were playing. Yep. And this coach gonna come over and bring kids over and just insert them and take this kid out. Oh, there's some disgruntled parents about that.
Yeah, it was for sure.
If you wasn't seeing it then, just as an adult, no, I didn't live long enough. I didn't been around it long enough. I didn't experienced it.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I seen a little bit, but don't get me wrong. I'm a kid. We winning. We beat the team 60-7.
Absolutely.
I'm being a kid, but now as an adult, I'm like, oh yeah, you can tell. I remember when coaches mad that they son ain't playing. Upset. You could tell, like, dang, now I can't look back and remember that. Yeah, that coach, plenty of them was really mad.